Let's talk about the universal vision which comes to all spiritual people, including yogis, mystics, all spiritual people, people who are experiencing their faith and coming into contact with spirit. It's very important to be ready for this. Are you ready for this? The universal vision is a discovery of spirit. You see spirit everywhere. It's dense, it's in the air. Like some mystics say, it's like snow falling, but it's light. It's made of light. And it moves in all directions, not just downward. But that's a hint. It's like snow falling, but falling in all directions. And it's light, points of light. It's a thickness that you get to see. Spirit everywhere. And you feel ecstasy, usually, while you're having this vision. You see, spirit is everywhere. Everything that is existing is made out of spirit. All is spirit. Everything's made of spirit. You and I, the house, the building, the Grand Canyon, made of spirit. You see, all beings, all things are made of spirit. And that is the universal vision. Seeing spirit everywhere, and everything is made of spirit, which you are seeing with your spiritual vision, not your regular eyes. It's with spiritual vision. You feel heavenly, you feel like you're in heaven. You feel joyful. You get a sense of transformation. All kinds of things are in process of change, improvement, creation, preservation, transformation. You sense the holiness of everyone and everything. This vision is true, but it's a preparatory vision, but it's still a fundamental vision. At first, it's like seeing through a downpour of energy and consciousness. All people and things look made from spirit, they are, but they look the same and equal. Every form is an expression of this spirit that you're looking at. One person looks just as spiritual as another because everybody's made out of spirit. One room or locale is just as full of spirit as another. These are wonderful, ecstatic days of holiness and beauty coming to you, coming when you break through and go beyond the regular consciousness into spiritual awareness. And then, as you progress and know spirit more intimately, you can see, there's more spirit in some people than in others. More spirit in some places than in others. But all are made of spirit. You still see that. But you begin to see differences within spirit. Different amounts of expression of spirit. Sri Ramakrishna said to one teacher, "Why don't you study the different natures of your students?" "Oh, that's right. You see all as the same." You're not yet able to see the difference within spirit. "Why don't you study the different natures of your students?" "Oh, that's right. You see all is the same." That's where you are in your awareness. So in time, spirit shows you more and more of its nature and its manifestation. Reveals more of itself in some people, in some activities, in some groups, in some sounds, in some words. All people are seen within God, within spirit, but the presence and density of spirit varies from person to person. All are in God, but you can see their higher and lower nature. Kind of a shadowy lower nature and a brilliant, bright, higher nature. You can discern those who are dominated by their lower natures, blocking spirit and restraining it while actually being made of spirit. They filter spirit, or perhaps they're opaque not much spirit coming through, but they're still spiritual beings. You can see spirit inside yourself. You can see its endeavors through your higher and lower nature. Your lower nature is one of separation and a false sense of self. Your own higher nature and those of others are characterized by unification and abundance of spirit. The great yogi Sri Aurobindo says God is doing a universal yoga through creation and through living beings. The universal yoga is happening. It's called tapas, T-A-P-A-S. It's the effort to substitute the higher nature for the lower nature in each person. So, as a result of the great vision, you're seeing everything as spirit, and then you're seeing some people, some situations, some locales have more spirit expressing and manifesting than in other places, but it's all spirit. So when you can see your lower nature, you can understand yourself better. Here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what I'm trying to overcome. You can look at your lower nature and say, you know, I'm petty, I'm envious, I'm jealous, I'm hot-headed, I'm stupid or numb in certain ways. You know, you can see that in your lower nature, where you're blocking spirit. So what you do, as a result of this grand vision, this beautiful vision, this awareness of spirit that you've gained, you can substitute into the lower nature something from your higher nature. When you're angry, you could notice, I'm blocking, I'm filtering spirit at a frightening level, or at an unpleasant level anyway. Then find within yourself love or compassion. It's part of your higher nature. Goodness, kindness, understanding. Take from your higher nature that awareness of spirit, and where you have your lower nature expressing, substitute this light and this higher spiritual awareness in that area. In your thoughts about anger, in your feelings about jealousy or cruelty or neglect or being unloved. Just from your higher nature, working with spirit, bring it into your lower nature wherever you see your lower nature expressing. Just think and be open to, my higher nature is, and put that in substitution into the lower nature. And you can make so many wonderful transformations. The great vision empowers you to make transformations because you can substitute from the higher nature into any aspect of your lower nature. Something that would make you unkind or mean-spirited or temperamental. You don't have to be that way at all. You have a higher nature. It can now be substituted for that negative quality. It's one of the great gifts of life. Awareness of spirit and working with spirit. The great vision and the ability, anytime you like, to recognize the lower nature and make a substitution. So much to be said, but that's simply the whole thing in a nutshell. The great vision, the substitutions that make your life better and better and better, and enable you to help other people very significantly. I wish you well. I wish you the great vision. I wish you ease and joy in making good substitutions.